Hey there, everybody! Happy New Year to everyone! Oh my goodness, I'm praying and hoping that my sound is on right now, so I'm gonna have Alan let me know with absolute certainty because we're doing things a little bit different today because we have a special guest with us. So that means we have to have a little bit of a different setup. So you might see me with some earbuds in and stuff like that, but it's just because we have to do things a little bit different. So this is exciting. Behind us, we have a big party theme, because today is a pajama pre-party. I used to have so much fun when I was back in college, and we would have pre-parties like before going out to the bar. We would have a pre-party because we weren't of age yet. So the idea was to party a little bit before you went. So this is the party before the party. So hello, everybody. I hope you have your champagne, your cocoa, or coffee if you want to stay awake to see the ball drop, or whatever it is you want to drink. But I've got my champagne. I got my bubblies. And look, see the bubbles? See them going? Yay. I don't know about you guys, but I love champagne. I love the taste of it. I absolutely love it. So today we have something really, really special going on because we're bringing in one of my really, really good friends. Her name is Stephanie. She is not only one of my closest friends, but she is also she's our design team leader. She's been on our design team for ever and ever and ever. She is my travel buddy. We absolutely have a wonderful time when we travel together, and I just adore her. And you guys, I'm sure, are all familiar with how absolutely spectacular she is with her coloring, her Copics, and I mean, she's just absolutely wonderful. So I am going to bring her in right now. We're going to slide on over and make some room. So here we go. Hey there, girl.
Hello.
Hello. What are you drinking, dear?
It's actually some Fiji water with juice because, cutting and everything today. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not cutting, I'm not coloring. I wanted to make sure I didn't need a steady hand, so.
Perfect.
I'm very, very prepared. So I'm going to let you, do you want to maybe, should we let everybody know what's going on today, what we're working with?
I think we're working with something that's quite wintry, but not Christmas, because Christmas is still here, but we're moving on, huh? We're moving on.
I still have my Christmas tree up. Do you have yours up?
Took it down yesterday.
Yeah, no, ours is still up. I like to leave it up, like at least through the beginning of the year, the first of the year, but I'm oftentimes like getting ready and going out to HSN or something like right about now. And so it usually doesn't even come down till I get back from that, as long as I'm not doing a trade show. So sometimes it's up till a little bit, further into January than I had planned. But I think it's beautiful, and we don't get to have it up, all throughout the whole year. So having it up for a month isn't really going to, it's not going to ruin my life. So
I agree.
Anyway, we've got so many people here. I am so excited about this, and I think Jen Ray pointed out that this is our very last LDRS live of 2020, which actually kind of gave me like a little sinking feeling inside. I thought, oh man, I'm so bummed about that. But at the same time, I'm like, 2020, out of here.
Out of here, move.
Yes, we are ready for some healing. Oh my goodness. So. A big shout out to everybody. I see Linnea out there, Jen is out there, Beth Fallone, else is out there? Mrs. Whitlock. We have Lynn Tennant and Andrea, and who else? Oh my goodness, so many. Terry Godinez. Let me switch over here. Kathy Thompson and Kim Stover, Kim Vickery. I just saw your name pop in. Cindy Patty, yay! Sue Bush is out here. Let me switch over to face. I can't get everybody's name, but we've got Leanne and Kathy and Sheila Fisher. Hey, Sheila. Sandra. Oh, and I know I saw Sandy Yee out there, too. Denise Bryant, Beverly Gleason, Suzanne Moore. Oh, my goodness, so many people. It's so great to see you guys. I want everybody to give a little shout out. Now, when I say shout out, I mean that I want you to type something, okay?
Yeah.
Because I can't hear you. So if you're in your jammies, you can see I'm in my penguin jammies tonight. So if you're in your jammies for our pajama pre-party, I want you to give a little shout out by typing the word PJ. And that'll let me know that you guys are all with me on this, okay?
Good idea.
Yeah, and you can also give us a little shout out and let us know what your beverage of choice is for the night. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, so good. Yum. A couple of little announcements here before we move on to the actual crafting segment of the hour, which might turn out to be a little more than an hour. Alan, give me that back. He's like, she's talking too much. I'm taking that drink away. I'm gonna be two-fisted with that. I'm not gonna give that up. We have a special on the ink bundles again, because I know that there were a lot of people that missed the special that we ran the last time on the ink on our hybrid inks. Yes. Now this is just on the ink bundles, and we've actually discounted them 50% off of all of the bundles. You do have to type a discount code in at checkout. The discount code is noted. It's on like one of those little banners that scrolls. It's also at the very, very top of the website. And that is live right now, and it's going to go all the way through January 10th. So you have plenty of time to get your order in for your ink bundles, so that when we're crafting along, you guys can be stamping and embossing and ink blending and whatever else we're doing with just the hybrid ink pads. You're not going to have to worry about which ink pad you're grabbing anymore, because it's going to work for just about everything that we're going to do. So a couple of other things we're doing. We're going to actually do 2 giveaways this time. 2 people. We're going to choose 2 people. And I'm telling you this now because I need to know if you want to get in the running for it. And again, you're going to give a shout out. If you want to get in the running for the giveaways, I need you to type the word KIT, K-I-T. And that's because the giveaways are going to be 2, not 1, not 3, but 2 of the of the exclusive card kit that we have out. It's the November one, and that's what we're going to be working with tonight. What, Alan? No. No. Alan's asking me questions. So if you want to get this exclusive card kit, if you want to get in the running for the giveaway, and here's the thing, if you already have it, you can still get in the running for it, because you can use it as a gift for a friend, okay?
Yeah.
But if you are interested in getting in the running to be one of the 2 winners, I want you to type the word KIT, and Alan, my husband and producer, at the end is going to choose 2 names, okay? 2 names. One more thing I want to mention, and I know we have all these public service announcements, but on Monday, I think it's Monday, Holly is going to be on HSN. She's going to be on, I think it's at 3 p.m. And she's going to be running some really, really great and fantastic special pricing on some of our pocket pails that are on HSN. So, yeah. So it's going to be really, really great pricing on that if you want to get your hands on a set of pocket pails. They will be there. I think it's 3 p.m. And you're going to look for Holly. So, all right, boom, done with the public service announcements. I've been talking so much.
Sip.
I need to get a little more of this.
No, that's good.
There we go. Okay, I'm going to switch the cameras, and we're going to get started. I'm going to show you what we're going to be working with. And let me see if I can figure out how to switch my camera again. I'm going to say goodbye to Stephanie for just a moment. Un momento. That's the only Spanish I know. I make up words. I actually do. I have my own Angie Spanish dictionary, and my son and my husband just laugh at me because I don't know any Spanish. And I actually did have Spanish, but I don't recall any of it. You're going to notice that I talk a lot more when I drink. So I do. Yeah, this is when Alan calls me Fun Angie. He really does. Okay, bye, Stephanie. We'll see you back in a minute.
Bye.
You did all this?
Yes, I did all of those. So let me switch the camera real quick. There we go. All righty. Okay, let me get my glasses on. Okay, so what are we going to be working with today? I already told you that the star of today's show is going to be the craft kit that we have. And it's the Alaskan Adventures Craft Kit. And it features these beautiful, beautiful These are, I call them the dogs of Alaska. Absolutely love these guys. The first one is an 11 stamp set. We've even got the sentiments in here. You can look at these gorgeous, gorgeous puppy dogs. Here you go. We always have the color picture on the back so that you can see. It helps you to really see what the images are a little more clearly, but it also gives you kind of a little bit of a guide as to how you can color them up. And this, if you want to color them in these colors, then great. If you want to use your own color combination, then go for it. I actually changed it up this time. You'll see what I did. We've also got the Alaskan Adventures coordinating dies, and on the back, per usual, we have it all mapped out on here so that you can see which die goes with which stamp. So we're going to be featuring those. The In the Doghouse border die, which is one of my favorites. Oh, and by the way, with Stephanie and I, this was a little bit of a challenge. The whole idea is that, like, I don't know what she's crafted, and she doesn't know what I've crafted. So we have no idea what each other has planned. And the whole idea is that you're going to be able to see two different takes on the same products, with the exception of this one, because because I was almost done planning mine, getting it all planned out, and I was going through all my products, and I pulled this out, and I went, oh, son of a pumpkin. I completely forgot to use my border die, so before we even get started, I've already failed the challenge.
That's right. You forgot one of the ingredients.
I forgot one of the ingredients. Yeah, isn't that how it goes? Like, if
Terrible.
you forget one of the ingredients in the basket, then you're automatically disqualified.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot one of the ingredients. And then we also had to use the papers that come in that kit. I don't have those handy right here. And then we could pull anything else in, but we did decide that we both agreed that we were going to do a slimline card, and so I chose to work with a slimline corner scallop, and then I also pulled in my Essentials stack set, sentiment stack set. Hey Stephanie, how you doing over there?
I am ready to go.
You are ready to go? All right, let me bring you back in. All righty. We're looking at you sideways, darling.
Oh. Here it is.
There we go.
There you go.
Excellent. Excellent.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Alrighty.
So we've got me on the left and Stephanie on the right. Stephanie, do you want to go over some of the products that you've used?
Yes, you mean the challenge that I've already won because I've used everything that we said we'd used, right?
And
right.
if you want to be that way, then you're in Canada, so I can't get to you, right?
Exactly. Well, I used this stamp set, obviously, because I think it's just the cutest thing ever. Not only because it has dogs, and some of you guys may know that I have 3 dogs at home, but I think that they are perfect year-round, honestly. So I use the stamp set, I use the border die, and I also use the slimline scallop die set, which is over here.
Oh, so
See,
you
I have
used the other
everything
one.
handy dandy. No, that's the scallop one.
No, I used the corner scallop. You used the other one, so that's awesome.
Oh, that's perfect. See, 2 for the price of 1. So I used this, and I used one of my probably favorite dies that LDRS carries is the hills. So I'm going to be building up a kind of like dog village. But I'm going to show you guys also how to add more to your die cuts, because that die cut that someone forgot to use for the challenge, I decided to really go for it, give my 100%, and I'm going to die cut it on some coloring cardstock and then apply some colors on top of it. So it's going to be very, very fun.
Awesome. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, I need to remind people too, don't forget, you can still ask questions. In fact, I encourage you to ask questions. Alan's going to put the questions up in front of me. So if, because we can't hear you, obviously, and Stephanie can't see, so I will, if you have a question for Stephanie, then Alan is going to note that it's a question for Stephanie. I will read off the question once he puts it out there for me, and then Stephanie will be able to answer it.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Because
Hopefully.
that juice, you know.
She's going to do her best. Here's
Yeah.
all my stuffs. See my mess of stuffs?
Oh, it looks cute already.
It's all
Aw.
coordinated.
See, I almost failed the challenge because I only used one sheet of pattern paper, but I turned it into a slimline rectangle.
We actually chose the same pattern. Look at that.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh,
And look at what I did. I chose the other one, and I also made it into a slimline.
ah, clever.
See how it
Clever.
goes? This is what it looks like on the back. 'Cause,
Yeah, mine is already taped. So.
Yeah. but the paper is only 6 by 6, and so the
Mm-hmm.
easiest way to turn it into a slimline length is to, at least, I lined up the pattern. I overlapped it. See, I overlapped it. You can
Yeah.
see it. Here we go. It's overlapped. And then I line up the pattern and I tape it on the back.
See, on mine, you can see that there's a little section where that's actually the second part.
Mhm.
But when I'm going to create my card, I'm going to have something that covers this entire separation. So nobody will know.
Yeah, mine wasn't going to work out that way, unfortunately. So I had to line mine up because I wasn't covering it at all. But yeah, I mean, either way is perfect. So depending on what the application is, I also, when I do this, just so you know, I line it up, I get it all taped, and I still have them in 6 by 6 size, and I tape it on the back. And then I run it through the machine and cut them at the same time so that I make sure everything lines up perfectly. So that's why all my cuts line up absolutely perfectly too. So
Yeah, that's a good idea.
oh, look at you. You've even got the pink in the background. So did I.
Yeah.
Is that your card base?
No, that's actually a frame that I'm going to do. And I don't know, do you die cut the first rectangle and then go over with the frame in a second?
I don't. I always nest them together just like you're doing right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if the least amount of work, because everybody's got a lot of stuff to do, and so the least amount, if I can get away with die cutting, fewer times, then that's what I do. So, all right, so I decided to use that beautiful vibrant pink as my card base, and I actually cut this larger. I think mine has ended up being like I think it's like 3.5 or 3 5/8 maybe. By I think it's 8.5 or something like that. I always back into the I always back into my measurements because I don't start with the card base. I back into my measurements because I started off with these two pieces here, and I cut. Did I already adhere this? No, it's just staticky. Look at that. So I use the outermost die here in the slimline corner scallop. I use the outermost die to cut that beautiful sparkly black, almost black paper that comes in the kit.
Yeah.
And then I found this stuff. It's got fuzz all over it. Look how that shines. And I thought that is just like a gorgeous sky. It actually reminds me a little bit of Aurora Borealis, but it's got little black pieces of like little pieces of paper, like little linty scraps on it. Anyway, I found that, and it reminded me of kind of like Aurora Borealis. And I actually cut it with this nested die, but every time I did it, this is almost plasticky. It actually like broke. It kind of snapped in half.
Oops.
And so I ended up just cutting it with the paper trimmer to fit on the inside of here. And then I knew that this was going to go on my pattern paper. So I trimmed out my pattern paper so that it was going to be just slightly bigger. It's actually, I think it's about a little more than 1/4 of an inch bigger than the outer die cut and I don't normally go that wide with it, but I did it because I wanted you to see more of the paws, more of the pattern around it. And then my next layer, I again backed into the size of my card base, and I ended up cutting that last so that I knew that they were going to layer the way I wanted them to layer. So somebody's asking, yeah, and it's not normally the way that I do it, but I had no idea where I was going to end up in the sizing because I didn't know how many layers I was going to have and what I was going to end up doing. So somebody's asking, is the paw print paper only part of the kit? And the answer to that is yes, it is only part of the kit. That's the only place you're going to get it. Where is... Okay, so I'm going to start assembling this. I've never worked with this paper, this shimmery thing before. I don't even know what it's called. So I am going to, which side do I want to use? This one looks busier, so I think I'm going to tape down this side. So I'm going to get going with it. I don't know how the tape runner is going to work on that, so I'm going to put my tape runner on here.
See, I already started, well, I magically die cut my frame, so it was already ready for the camera. And I decided to stamp a sentiment, but because my entire card is going to be so busy, I went ahead and just stamped on the frame itself.
Oh, that's perfect.
So
I love
it says,
that.
it says, I can't ski myself without you. And I think it's just adorable. I mean, it's really sweet. So
I love that sentiment because you can use it year round too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and it goes with the images also.
Mm-hmm. All righty, so let's see. I'm actually gonna tape this down where I left this open so that I could show everybody how those two pieces went together, but I'm going to put some adhesive there just so it stays down. And I love popping things up on foam. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of foam behind this. This card is going to have a lot of layers, and it's probably going to end up being a card that I would hand, I probably wouldn't mail it. Well, I would because I'm like that, but it's one that you may want to hand deliver to somebody because it's going to be kind of heavy.
Dimension.
I don't even know why I said I would. I don't send cards. I'm so bad at that. I'm surprised Alan didn't step in and say, Ange, really, you don't send cards.
I almost said it, but this is a moment where I would actually roll my eyes, but whatever. Whatever.
All right, so let me see if I can line this up on here. My mom used to actually get a little annoyed with me because she knew how much I would craft and make cards, and she never got cards. Isn't that terrible? I was an awful daughter in some ways. Seriously, I remember then I made one for my cousin's birthday. My cousin Myrnie and we were really good friends, and I made one for her birthday, and then I heard about it later from my mom.
For sure.
I mean, she wasn't mad, but she was like a little annoyed because she was like, really? If you're going to make one and give it away, it should go to your mother first. And she had a point.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did here. So I have these little squares. Well, I went ahead and I layered these up already, my card base here. So, and then I have these little squares, which are it's this one die right here that's in the scalloped, the slimline corner scallop. This die, one swoop through the machine will cut out these two pieces, okay? Because it has a cut line on the outside, and then it has a cut line right here as well. And so it's going to cut this into two pieces, just like this, and you have all that beautiful, see all that stitching on there?
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
it really shows on the paper.
Oh yeah, it's so pretty. Well, I did it with the black, and then I did it also with the plaid. I don't think this is going to line up. I don't know which ones, because I cut 3 of them, so I don't know which inserts go with which. But I did it then with the plaid as well, and my thinking is that I can interchange these. Look how pretty that is when I just swap the interiors.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think that's so nice. So my idea was to use the black frame with the plaid center. And then I'm going to save the others for another project.
Good idea.
So I'm going to go ahead and lay these down. Do we have any questions from anybody?
Is the white shimmer paper part of the kit?
No, this one is not a part of the kit. This was something, where is it? There's a whole bunch of them over there because I don't know what it's called. To your left, right there, right there. Yep, grab one of those. Nope, a little bit more to the left there. Yep, one of those, just one of those packs. Yeah, just grab one, anyone. Yeah, I had these things. You know, I have all these craft supplies that I just collect. And I had these. These are from Elizabeth Craft Designs shimmer sheets. And you get 3 sheets of Mylar in each of these. And I have a whole variety of colors. And I know I bought these to use on a project and then I never did it. I never made anything with them. And so when I was sitting and looking at stuff, I looked over and I saw these there and I thought it was really pretty. So I thought I would give it a try and see. Isn't that gorgeous? It just has such movement.
It is.
It looks weird in that big camera.
I think it's pretty. Kind of rainbow-ish. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start. This is where I always fail miserably. I'm going to lay these down. And I need to have some adhesive first. Do you have any questions from anybody? Who all is in their jammies? I see a lot of people typing the word kit, and that is fantastic. Kit, kit, kit. I see that. Oh my goodness. Let me look at the comments right now because I've missed a whole bunch of comments. Happy New Year from Arizona. Awesome. Kimberly Stover is in her jammies. Who else? Oh, Kim Vickery's in jammies. Sue's
Sweet.
drinking water. Cindy Patty's got some Diet Pepsi. Kim Vickery's got champagne, and Patty Phillips, champagne. Champagne in her PJs. Nakasta? Oh, this is so fun. Sorry, I'm taking a few minutes to just see what everybody's doing here, what everybody's drinking and what they're wearing. You can't say that everywhere, can you? Goodness gracious.
No.
Let's see, so much fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna get back to crafting. So, while I can still see straight. All right, let me see if I can get, it's not going down on there. Sometimes the glitter paper is a little bit stubborn with these tape rollers. So that one's not working very well. Let's try this. This is where I sometimes have to go to a like a liquid glue. I don't want it because it gets, kind of gets all over the place. Yeah. Especially with these small little pieces. So this one looks like it's going to work. I always have more than one tape roll option because depending on what I'm working with, some work better than others, depending on the material that I'm working with. So I'm going to center this as best I can without putting my head over it. I think that might be it. Gosh, I hope that's straight. It looks straight on camera. Oh, as I move it around, that's always scary. Let's do it this way. The tape goes down first. Okay, I think that one's straight. Yay. What is the name, someone's asking, what is the name of the stamp set that has the tree without an edge on the back side of the tree? Oh, that is from, what is that called? It's the one with the little mice. Oh my goodness, it's from our winter.
Isn't it Country House or something?
Nope, that was one of the coordinating ones. It's the ones that have the little mice, and they're like, they've got tea, and there's the little, the tree stump is in that one, and I can't for the life of me think of the name of the stamp set.
1 second, one
friend,
second.
something friend,
Country Friends? No.
No.
Trusted Friend.
Trusted Friend.
Trusted
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
See, even when you bring me on live, I still answer questions with the website.
You are my go-to gal. All right, that was not straight. Let's change that up a little bit. All right, I think that's a little better. Okay. And now I have to do the third one. And this is where I've got to somehow make this, I have to center it, and I need to have it evenly spaced with the other one because I am not particular is the word that I use.
Mhm.
I've heard other people use other words.
Notice how silent I am, but that's not because you said something that I would
Oh.
comment. It's only because I'm working very hard right now.
Yeah, and now I'm seeing that I, see this is where when I put the third one in, this is when I can see that I did not center the first one.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can pop that back up again. I can. Yay. Let's center it between those two. It's not going to be perfect, right? It's handmade.
Exactly.
That's what I always tell everybody else, so I've got to stick with it myself, right?
Yes.
I've got to follow
you
my
do.
own rules. Do I have to?
Yes.
All right, here we go. There we go. That's going to have to do, and I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so
It
Trusted
does.
Friend, Alan, Trusted Friend was the name of it. Did you get that? The stamp set?
Did I get that?
Yeah, did you type that in, or no? I typed it in?
You told everyone.
Oh, okay, I thought you were typing it in. You could put a link, like if Stephanie were watching, Stephanie would put a link.
Yes. but
I know
so
she
much
would.
better than I am. That's
Stephanies
would.
much
awesome.
better than me.
Do we need to have like, you know what, like every time we say a word, we should have to take a drink? Isn't that how
I
it goes
agree.
I'm gonna take
in
that
college? Alan's going to take it away. You get away. Get away.
A drinking game.
Get away. You go now.
Well, every time you say Alan, everybody has to take a sip. How's that?
That was falling off the chair.
Alan just made a good point. I don't have a back on my chair, so I could fall out of it.
Oops.
Okay, so here are my little patterns that I'm going to put in here. I have to decide which way they're going to go. So I'm popping these up on foam because I think they're going to be really pretty.
Yes.
One more layer of dimensions. See if I can make sure and get that in there, over there properly. So pretty. What were you going to say, Alan?
Someone asked about the.
Can you talk a little bit louder, honey?
Someone asked about the kids going on HSN if they're new or old.
The pocket pails that are going to be on HSN on Monday, they are existing pocket pail sets that they have on HSN right now. And I'm letting you know that if you did not get them, then you are going to want to take advantage of the special pricing that they're going to have on Monday. There we go. Oh, I'm liking it. I think it's pretty.
It is. It is beautiful.
You're coloring over there.
I am. See, I told you that I would really kick up that challenge of using the border die. So what I did was first I die cut the border die with some coloring cardstock. So the coloring cardstock that is going to work with what you're going to color with. So here I am using Copic markers. So I am using something that is quite heavy because the ink that's going to go in there, I need it to blend. And then just to make sure that I have some room, because when you're coloring, I don't know about the ladies and everybody that's online right now, but sometimes I go over the edges. So I kept my border within my actual cardstock. And I taped down all the little doors that come out of that border. So I just put some washi tape behind, and then I was able to put the little doors back in so they wouldn't move.
That's perfect.
And then when you turn it around, then because of all the stitches and the lines that are part of that beautiful die border, I'm able to use it as a guideline, basically. So I'm just going around adding some shadows here and there, basically following the lines that were part of the die cut. So I turned my die cut into an image. So yeah.
I always love seeing, because I would have never thought of doing it that way. And I always love seeing how different people do different things. Because everybody, you come up with, different people come up with different creative ways of making things easier.
Yeah.
And I think that's wonderful. Beverly's asking, Stephanie, how we met. How did we meet?
Oh, how did we?
That was a long time ago.
It was.
I know that. I know that because, one of us has aged so much.
I was still waiting for what you were going to say. Well, I had time to go back to school and change career. And
yes, you did.
You knew me back then. So it was online, actually. I think you saw a card of mine. We started chatting. You invited me over to your design team. And a few years later, nobody has gray hair. Nobody has any wrinkles.
No.
We're two young souls.
Young, you're funny. One of my favorite memories is of us? Uh-oh. Excuse me. We had gone to Florida for HSN. Stephanie travels to Florida for HSN with me.
Yeah.
And we had gone to Florida for HSN. So we start in St. Pete. We do HSN, and then we're part of the Disney Vacation Club. So when we go, we always stay like an extra 2 or 3 days and go to Disney, because it takes a lot of work. There's a tremendous amount that goes into preparing for an HSN show. On my side, in terms of manufacturing and shipping and all kinds of stuff, and all the designs with our illustrators and everything, and then Stephanie does a tremendous amount of work creatively with making projects and things like that. So by the time we get to HSN, we're already exhausted.
Yeah.
And
then, we don't sleep much.
Yeah, and we don't sleep much, because when you're doing a 24-hour show, you can be on at any time, and the times can be spread out throughout the day, and so on and so forth. And as much fun as it is, and it's a tremendous amount of fun. So we have fun with the people there and everything, and you try to be, energetic and on top of things while you're there. But at the end, you know what it's like. You just kind of, it's like you're coming down off of something, because you've been so so on point for so long that you just need to rest. So then we get in the car and we drive over. It's about, what is it, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
To get to Disney World, and and so we're driving to Disney World, and I don't remember the circumstances, but I remember, I think you were telling me, I think it was your mother's birthday. It was right around the time.
Was it when there was a hurricane?
No, that was another memorable one. This one, you'll see why it really stands out for me. I think it was around the time of your mother's birthday, and we were having a conversation, and I said, "So, how old is your mom? How old is she?" And you told me, and I think my head whipped around so fast, because it was the moment I said to you, "Oh my God, I'm the same age as your mother." And so I realized either I was hanging out with children, or you were hanging out with old ladies. So
well, that's because I'm an old soul, and I'm sure everybody online is going to say the same thing, that age is just a number, darling.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is to the young. It's all a matter of perspective, my dear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did this on the inside, because I have this big old honking card here.
Yeah.
And so because I used pink for my card base, I didn't want to write in pink on the inside, and I think it's a lot of pink, because it is a strong pink. So I went ahead and I used the same dies. I used the outer die from the Slimline set to cut another one of the shimmering black cardstock that's in the kit. I cut another one so it coordinates with the outside still. But then I used that nested die to cut white, and I'm going to have this beautiful frame on the inside, and it's going to look just like this when you open it up, and it gives you a perfect place to stamp an image or to, hand write something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just really nice because the card it just really finishes it really pretty. And it really cuts down on some of that bright pink too. So the bright pink
Yeah.
becomes a frame in there. Terry is asking which HSN host is the most fun to work with?
They're all fun. Everybody that's on
I've
set
got
is
to say,
amazing.
my favorite host to work with is Guy, to be honest with you. I really like working with him.
Yeah, he's sweet. He's sweet.
Yeah, and they're all wonderful.
Yeah.
They're very energetic. They're all extremely friendly. But it's the same kind of thing. When you meet people, some people you have an easier time with conversation, and others not so much. And it's the same kind of thing when you're working with a host. With some of the hosts, and it's not necessarily the host. It's the combination of the host and myself being the guest. With sometimes the conversation just doesn't flow as easily. And and other times it flows really, really easily. And with Guy, the conversation just always flows really, really easily. And I just have a really fun time. So when I know that he's going to be the host for one of the shows that we're doing, I don't know, it just gives me that much more confidence, I think. Okay, so how you doing over there? Those look gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you very much. Well, I think I'm done, but I'm going to add some little details with my white pen, my gel white pen.
All right, I'm going to watch you do this because I love watching people do this. You've got yours is, you know what? I have several white gel pens, and what is that? Which one is that? Because mine
This
don't come
one
out
is
that white.
Is from Sakura. Yeah, I don't know how you say it. Sakura.
Sakura?
Yeah, Sakura. It's a jelly roll number 10, and that's very, very important because I think if the little ballpoint in here, if it's too small, then it's going to clog easily. So this one is a medium one because it's a number 10. So jelly roll, Sakura, number 10. And so far, I've never had any problems with these. These are the only ones that I keep reordering because...
Does it still dry really white, or does it fade as it dries?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have my sample right here, and you can say I've done it maybe an hour or two ago, and it's still very, very opaque, which is what I want when I'm using details like this. So, yeah.
That looks awesome.
Thank
I love
you.
those dog houses. I think they're just so darling.
They're super sweet.
I love having houses in the background. I think it gives it's an easy way of building a gorgeous, gorgeous scene.
Yes.
So, and I think we've got some plans of doing some more kind of row houses like that. I'm missing one of my dogs. Where'd my dog
Are
go?
you?
I am. I have 3 of them.
See, I have
Where did
3
it
at
go?
home.
He was in the doghouse.
I'm missing one of my dogs.
I have 3 at home. I could easily give you one over, but I don't think my husband would like that.
Well, where'd it go? All right, everybody, you're going to see nothing going on my screen for a moment because one of my characters is missing. Oh, I hope I didn't put it in the inside of here somewhere. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, I've got this one. It's the one, Alan. He's got the snowshoes. Is it over there on the desk over there or on the floor?
Hmm.
It's funny, it disappeared after you started drinking water.
No, it didn't. I've actually, it's over here on the floor. Yeah, Alan thinks it disappeared after I started drinking wine. What do you think I did? I mean, do you think I ate it without knowing? So apparently, according to Alan, I'm magic. When I drink wine, things disappear.
Insanity.
All righty. Okay, so the inside of mine is done. I'm gonna set this part aside because I always like to complete the topper before I put it onto the card because it's easier to work on a flat surface. You can see this one wants to keep opening up because it's really thick cardstock.
Mm-hmm.
What have you got going on there?
I am actually moving around a bunch of hills that I die cut previously with some white cardstock, and I'm just playing around with where I want them to be regarding my frame, and then I have the little dog houses,
houses. That
and I'll
looks
have
so
them
cute.
in the back. Yep, like this. Yep. So I'm going to put it down.
Hey, ladies, I need you to do me a favor because I have looked at my husband and said, "May I have some more, please?" And all he did was take the glass away.
Oh.
He hasn't left the premises to go and refill. So if y'all can help me out here, I'd appreciate it. Seriously? Alan? He won't give me another glass.
You said, Alan, time to cheer. So what's it for
Alan.
me?
I want you on the floor with a dog.
We don't have a dog. He says he doesn't want me on the floor with a dog, but we don't have a dog.
No, that.
I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put some foam on the back here. Do you have any more questions from anybody, Alan?
I'm just getting a lot of hate mail.
Well, I don't know why.
It's about time. Alan always gets all the compliments. Everybody always loves Alan. And I sit here and go, nobody's loving me.
Let's just go like this.
All
Yeah.
right,
Here we
so let's
go.
see. I'll put some foam on the back of these. I love that we chose the same paper.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just because it's so vibrant, and the thickness of this cardstock is seriously amazing. If you guys haven't bought the kit yet, just hurry up and get one of those ink bundles at the same time, because the thickness of the cardstock is out of this world.
Yeah, I'm a real stickler with having really, really good quality products. And one of my issues when I started bringing paper into the store was that, or into our product line, was that I wanted to make sure that we had the same quality papers that I like to work with when I'm crafting. So
Yeah.
they are a nice, good, heavy cardstock. So this is how I'm going to put these little characters on here. I've put foam behind them. And notice in this stamp set, we've got two different dogs. We have these little huskies, and then we have the St. Bernard. So we have two St. Bernards here. We have three huskies, and then we have the St. Bernard and the huskies over here fishing. And so I decided to grab all three of the singular huskies and use them, and I colored them up so they're in the same, wearing the same thing. So this could actually be the same little puppy dog doing different little activities. I thought that would be really cute. And I also chose these three because this guy is in the center, so he's looking straight forward. This one is coming in, and he's in the direction to the left, and then the other one is in the direction to the right. Now, when I colored these, if I could mention this, I had a little bit of fun with color. Because normally I would do them, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. No, I always do that the wrong way. Normally I would color, it's like I'm going to zoom in and I have a 50-50 chance of getting that wrong, and I do it every time. So if you notice, I actually have purple. I colored them in with a little bit of purple. It's got something on his face here. And so I first grabbed my C00 and C1 because it's a cool gray. And this is still kind of a wintry card, and I thought the nice cool colors would be really nice. And so I started coloring them in that cool gray, and then I thought, man, I just wanted them to pop. So I grabbed some purple that would match, and the two purples that I chose, it's a blue violet. So I've got, let me move these over here, see if we can maybe get it. There you go. BV quadruple 0 and BV double 0. Those are the colors that I used. on each of the dogs, and I brought in some of that purple just around the edges to give them a little bit of color. And then I grabbed these red violets. There we go. RVs 04 and 09. So red violet 04 and 09 for the pink on their little scarves. And then I had to have a color that was going to work well to really show off the little snow, what are those things called? Snowshoes on this one.
Yeah.
And so I chose a B, where is it? There you go, B95. Works really, really nicely with the blue in the paws down here in the paper. So I always coordinate my colors with my paper. So I select my papers first if I'm using pattern paper, and then I choose the colors for my images from that. So I'm going to zoom this back out a little bit. How do you do that, Stephanie, when you're choosing colors?
How to zoom out?
No. How do you choose the colors for your images? Do you choose papers first? Or you want it back zoomed in?
That's where it was. That's where it's normal.
I actually
It's too
do
close.
both ways.
That's why I zoomed it back out.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I actually do both ways. I wasn't too far from what you chose. Here's the markers that I used today. So you have some red violet, so RV10, the violets that are V20, the very dark blue B37, 39, and I had some blue violet undertones just like you did because it makes the snow pop or the white pop. So I guess it depends on my mood. Most of the time I will just color for the fun of it, just pick some random colors and go for it, then match the cardstock later. Or sometimes it's the other way around. So
Awesome.
no
Well, it
right
looks
or wrong.
beautiful. I like that you have both cool grays and warm grays in there too.
Yeah. Well, because I wanted to keep a kind of within the same family, I decided to vary those dark tones. So here we go. And then I'm playing with my dogs. See, this is something I always do, and that I know that makes you laugh, is that whenever you come out with a stamp set, sometimes I don't identify the elements as the rest of the population. So for me, here you said it's Bernese or some kind of dog.
It's what the heck is it called again?
You just said it.
I know, and I just lost it. The dog with the barrel under his chin.
Yeah.
Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard, exactly. Well, for me, I didn't see it as a Saint Bernard, so I just felt like it needed some very dark browns and a little bit of black, and it's okay. It's a no-name kind of dog.
Well, what kind of dog is Disney?
She's a Mountain Bernese.
A Mountain Bernese. So that's
Yeah.
what she looks darker like that one. Stephanie has 3 gorgeous dogs.
Yeah, they're my babies.
Yes,
They're my babies.
and they're so gorgeous, and they're big dogs, all 3 of them.
There you go. Yeah, I teacher by day and just dog lover by night. And crafter in the middle of this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go like this. I'm trying to see what placement is best for my little dogs, because I'm trying to cover some boo-boos that I did.
Where are your boo-boos?
Well, if I remove them, first, some of you might have noticed that my border is a little too high. So when I went down and wanted to put it down, the top here, the blue part, was covering my sentiment, which obviously didn't work. So I removed it and just slid my border within the frame. And then if you see here, there's some part that is missing, like the hills don't go as far as I want. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want to see the background paper within the hills, so I'm just going to use some foam tape behind my little dogs, and I'm going to place them so that they cover wherever I need them to.
Perfect.
Whatever I need them to cover. So yeah,
Perfect,
think that's
perfect.
it. Yeah, I really like this.
We have any
Is
more
that you-
questions from anybody, Alan?
Probably.
Well, aren't you looking for them, my dear?
They have old English sheepdog stamps.
Oh, do we have old English sheepdog stamps? Oh, we don't, but I'm starting to think we should.
Yeah.
Boy, that would be nice. I love sheepdogs.
Yes.
So I'm opening this up. I'm laying this flat open right now so that I can center it with it flat. Makes it easier. Lay this down. There we go.
There you go.
And then I've only got a couple more things to do here. I got to figure out where my
Well-
sentiments are going to go. Thinking I'm going to put one here and then one up here.
See? That is cute. Oh, I love those little sprinkles that came with the
Oh,
kit.
yeah.
I think it's just so cute because it's the perfect thing once you're done, because my project could be done right now. I have my sentiment, I have a little bit of coloring, I have my entire scene is built, but there's never enough glitter. So
No, I think that's great. I wish I had some here because I actually wouldn't mind putting them up there. I don't have any here with me.
see. But before I lose them, because glitter can be everywhere, let me just grab a coffee filter. Yeah. There you go. Coffee. See, I need an Alan. You have your assistant. I don't have any
You have
assistant.
an Alan.
Yeah, he's playing video games right now. So maybe one of the ladies or
Oh, you've got,
gentlemen.
okay. I was going to say, I don't normally say my son's name on camera. So.
No. No, I need a Max. So now I need somebody else to help me out. Does anybody want to move to Canada?
Well, right now, currently, I don't know.
We just had a snowstorm. Perfect weather for some
Well,
snowshoeing.
Are you guys in
skiing.
better shape than we are over there?
You mean in terms of snow?
No.
Well, let's
In
just
term-
keep
in-
crafting.
Because that's a little motivation for maybe a little vacation.
Well, we just received a little bit of snow today, so it's
Oh, did
perfect.
ya?
Yes.
Ours all disappeared. I don't know where it goes, but it disappeared.
No, it's perfect. So tomorrow I might just enjoy those last few days of vacation and do some
There we
sport.
go.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I was
See,
actually going to put one of these on the front and then one on the inside, and I changed my mind because the front looks a little bare to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it would be nice to have, let me make sure that's lining up straight. There we go. So just a note to say, you are always in my heart. And that is from the Essential Stack. You can see I keep them in the back here where I've already stamped them and cut them, so they're all ready to go. That's from the Essential Stack, and that works with the very first Sentiment Stack die set. So my card is done.
Are you? Wow. See, I could spend hours just adding those little sprinkles in there. Oh, there's some snowflakes. Oh, you guys need to have this kit. It's just perfect. You could do shaker cards with it. I have so many ideas.
It is a great kit. I love this kit. I've done several cards with it already, and they're all different. So there's a lot of options you can do because there's a lot of stuff a lot of things in the kit.
I read that somebody is saying, I have such trouble using the pretty paper. Anyone else? Me too.
Well,
That is.
yeah, the paper's But you know what? And I get that. But I remember, man, when I first started card making, I would buy one pack of paper to use and one pack of paper to keep. And so, yeah, now I have a lot of 6x6 paper that I've collected over the years from a whole variety of companies, and I don't use it because to me it's like, I don't know,
Collection?
like, they're like my little collectibles. They're of value to nobody but us crafters, right?
All right, I think I would be done. So obviously this could go on and on and on, but yeah. Yeah, that would be it.
Oh, that is so cute. I love it. I love your coloring.
Thank you.
It's such
Thank
beautiful
you.
coloring.
Now, just to mail it to someone, because I actually do mail my cards.
What exactly are you saying? Alan, any more
All
questions
right.
from anybody?
Do all the sentiments work with all the sentiment dies? I think that implies the circles and squares.
Do all the sentiments, so somebody's asking if all of our stack sentiment sets, do they all work with all the stack sentiment dies? And the answer is no, because we have two different dies. We have one die that has, oh, I wish I had it here, but we have one die that has the straight edge, so it's going to cut straight across like this. And then we have several sentiment sets that will be straight across like that will work with that one die. Are you looking for it, Alan?
I'm trying.
He's trying to find it. And then we have another die that has a wave, and it's called a wave. What is it called? A wave ribbon or a wave banner die? I think it's a wave banner.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
has a little bit of a wave to it. And then we've got two stack sentiment sets that have that little bit of a wave. So the ones that have the sentiments that, I'm all over the place. The sentiments that have the wave, here it is. It's much easier to show you.
A round wave, a round
So
circle.
this is the wave ribbon banner, and see how it has that little bit of a wave, okay? And then this is the sentiment stack that goes straight across. So we have some sentiments that are going to work in the wave ribbon banner, and you'll be able to see first of all, we indicate it in the description in the store, but you will be able to see the sentiments actually have a wave when you look at them in the store. And then we have other stamp sets like the essentials. You can see they go straight across. Those are going to work with the sentiment stack die because this one goes straight across. So there's multiples that are going to work with the sentiment stack, and there's multiples that will work with the wave ribbon banner stack. And we're also going to be adding to both of these.
Just mention the circles and the squares.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. We were careful. If you look on this one, here's the back of it. See the squares? So on the straight ones, we have squares, and you'll see a coordinating square on the stamp as well. And then on the wave, we used a circle. And on the coordinating stamp, you'll see circles there too. So that's another way to know, I guess, which ones coordinate with which. But you will actually see a wave in the way that the words are written. So you'll be able to see it. And we indicate in the description which die it coordinates with. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that all there's all your stuffs.
Yep.
All right. Awesome.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so Stephanie,
Yes.
I'm going to hide your screen here for a moment. We're going to switch back to our faces.
Perfect.
All righty.
Yes.
So let me get this switched. Yay! Here we are. So Stephanie, let me know when you're ready. So everybody, how much fun! Here's my card. I like going like this because you can see it all kind of like when the light hits it. I think it's kind of cool. Ooh, especially like that. Anyway, I could just play with that.
I am ready.
All right, let's bring Stephanie back in. Where'd you go, darling?
I am
There
here.
you are. Yay, let's put our cards side by side. Where's mine?
There.
It's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, well, because I'm seeing you a few seconds after, so.
Yeah. Well, here, you hold it and I'll line up with you because I can see it right away. I gotta go over here. There we go. A little bit closer to the screen. I'm probably making everybody sick. Okay.
Let's just take a sip.
Alan never did get me another.
That is sad.
There you go. All righty. So, just a reminder that we have got,
Ink
what is
bundles.
it? Yes, our ink bundles, 50% off. We never do that. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, that's basically, yeah, that's a lot. 50% off. That's going to run through January 10th. And it's only on the bundles, not on the individual inks. It's only on the bundles. So, and it's all of them. Even the new 12 colors. It's on the full 24 colors. It's on the whole, all of them. So perfect time to get them. It's running through the 10th. So. What else? Oh, and make sure you use that discount code when you check out. The discount code you're going to find on one of those little banners that moves. It's also in the top of the screen at all times. So what else we got going on? We've got to pick winners. We have 2 winners.
Ooh.
2 winners. Ooh, all righty, 2 winners. And this is for the full exclusive card kit. Yes, the whole thing. 2 winners. Is everybody ready? Yay! Get your drinks ready. All right, here goes. Drum roll. The first winner is Robin Justice. Robin Justice, congratulations. Yay. Oh, look you've got everything there. Well, a lot of it anyway. The second winner for tonight is Nakasta Mitchell. Nakasta Mitchell. So Robin Justice, Nakasta Mitchell, congratulations, both of you. I need you both to please send me your mailing address. Send it to customerservice@ldrscreative.com, and we will get these shipped out on Monday. It's going to be Monday because I don't know.
Saturday.
You think Saturday? Yeah, I guess are they open it? Yeah,
I get the mail on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to start moving things on Saturday, but we will get them shipped out as soon as we get your stuff. So Robin Justice, Nakasta Mitchell, congratulations! So excited for both of you. You guys are going to love these kits. Yay! All right,
So
everybody,
amazing.
we have gone over in time. Stephanie, my darling, I absolutely love you, girl. Thank you so much for finally. We've talked about this since March, so I'm so excited that you were here. Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Alrighty, everybody. Happy New Year to everyone.
Stay safe, everybody.
Yep. Stay safe, and try and get some sleep or try and stay awake and watch the ball drop. That's always the hardest thing for me these days.
Happy
All right.
New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Steph. All right.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.